full of.
Alright, you guys, so I just got done cleaning up. If y'all wondering what that noise is his rocker. He is still sleeping. I put up his little thing so when he wakes up, he can have tummy time.
Come on,
I know
man.
you fucking lying.
Listen, what?
This bitch stole my headphones. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so now I'm finna finish my morning. You guys don't know, but back in December of 2017, I was pregnant. I had a miscarriage, and that was horrible. I thought like I wasn't gonna be able to have kids. It was a lot of stuff going through my mind, but I didn't let anyone know that because that was something I wanted to let people know, but I was like, they not gonna care. Like, what am I telling them for? It's pointless to talk about. So yeah, that happened, and I ended up getting pregnant again in March, and that's why he's here. I wanted a baby for the longest, not because, oh my god, everybody's having babies, I want a baby. No, not because of that, and not because any other weird reason that you guys might be thinking about. I just wanted a baby because I knew that a baby would help me conquer everything that I am not conquering and everything that I want to get done in life. Like, he's made me like a stronger person. He's made me realize things that I should have been realized. He's made me realize my worth and that I deserve a lot more. He's made me see what true love is. He's made me see a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's the reason I wanted a baby, because I knew that it would push me to be a better person. Everybody always say, oh, your life is over. When you have a baby, your life is going to be over. You're not going to be able to do this no more. My life honestly feels the same before I was pregnant and after. I mean, it doesn't feel like anything has changed. So I wouldn't necessarily say, oh, if you have a baby, your life is over, because nothing has changed in my opinion. I don't know if it's because I'm not working right now or what, but everything feels the same. And I feel like even when I'm working, like, it'll still feel the same. I don't honestly feel like anything is gonna really change. Okay, so back to the pregnancy story. So when I first had the miscarriage, like I said, I thought like I wasn't gonna be able to have kids. I was like, what's wrong with me? Like, I don't know, I was just scared. I was like, because it was something new, you know. I had never experienced a miscarriage before, so it was kind of weird to me. So yeah, when it happened, I was like, what's wrong with me? I was nervous, I was scared. I didn't know like what to think, what to do. I was just like really, really scared. So I went to the doctor, you know, and they had told me like, oh, well, when this thing happened, I went to the hospital, and they had told me like the baby was fine or whatever. They was like, oh, you're fine, just go home and like take it easy, like relax, everything should be okay, like everything is fine, the baby's heartbeat is still there. And like some weeks later, I had a doctor's appointment, and I went to the doctor, and they was looking for the baby's heartbeat, and they couldn't find it. And yeah, so I don't really want to get into too much detail because it's over now, and I don't want to bring it up. I don't really want to think about it. But yeah, so this new pregnancy I was waiting on, and I took a pregnancy test, and it said positive. So he keep on jumping. I was happy. I went to the doctor, and they was like, no, it's negative. You're not pregnant. Like, you're not pregnant. So I was like, okay, maybe it's really something wrong with me. Like, what's wrong? Then a couple months or weeks went by. I think it was like a week had went by, and I took another one, and it was positive. So I went back to the doctor, and this time they was like, okay, yeah, you was right. Like, you are pregnant, whatever. I was like, duh. I mean, I was trying. So got pregnant with him. I didn't start showing until I was like 7, 8 months. My belly didn't get big until like 9 months. Like, everybody was like, you're pregnant? Oh, you're this long, you're this far along, like you don't look like it. And I was like, yeah, I am. So yeah, my pregnancy was really good. I like, besides being extra nervous and feeling like something bad was gonna happen, my pregnancy was amazing. Like, I miss it so much. It was fun. I miss it. I miss having a belly, even though I couldn't sleep. Only thing that I hated about it was I couldn't sleep how I used to sleep. I couldn't sleep on my stomach or my back. I used to always have to sleep on my side, and he would always have his feet like right under my rib. Yeah, other than that, I loved it. I didn't really have many complications. Nothing was wrong. He was healthy. I was healthy. Before I was pregnant, I was like 140 pounds. I went up to 175. And as soon as I had him, it left. It was all gone. Okay, and some of you may know that I had him in New Orleans. No, I didn't just come to New Orleans to have a baby. That's pointless and stupid. I don't see why some people would think that, but some people probably do think that, oh, she just went to New Orleans to have a baby. No, I was going through some stuff in my life, some personal stuff, and I had to move to New Orleans, okay? So, yeah, I moved to New Orleans. I was down here for a month, and I started having contractions and like very bad pains in my side. So I was going to the hospital, and they kept on saying nothing was wrong, everything was fine. They would send me home, and I would go home. As soon as I would get home, like the pains would come back, and I would be like screaming, crying, like in pain. Like I couldn't move, I couldn't walk, I barely could breathe, I couldn't talk. Like he was holding me, trying to rock me, like patting my back, rubbing my back, and nothing would help. Like I tried to take medicine, I would throw it up. Like it was closest time for me to have him. I was 9 months. I was like 30. My bad, y'all. I'm washing clothes, and I thought I heard the washer going crazy. I'm trying to make sure it's not going crazy. Okay, but yeah, so I was having like really bad pain, so I was going to the hospital a lot, and they were sending me home every single time. So one night I was having them really bad. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and like they were bad. Like I was bent over in pain. I went to the hospital, and they sent me home once again. And then I went home, and the next day around like 11, I'm sorry, like I really think this washer going crazy. All right, around like 11 or 12 or 1. I think it was like 1. Or maybe it was 12. I think it was like 12. So anyways, around 12 o'clock, we went to the hospital, and I was telling them I was having pains, and they was monitoring me, and like the contractions had came, but they had went away. Like they kept on doing, so that's why they kept on sending me home, because they would come and then like they would go away while they was monitoring me. So they came, and I was laying there, and I was crying, and they came in there, and they was like, we gotta send you home. And I was like, I'm not going home this time. Like I'm not going home. I'm not dealing with this pain another day. Like I can't do it. So eventually I went to the restroom. They gave me a lot of water to drink some water, and I had to go to the restroom. So I went to the restroom. The contractions had left again, so they was like, okay, when you come back, like we're gonna check you again. If you haven't dilated, then we're gonna send you home or whatever. So I was like, okay, like whatever. I was like, can y'all just give me medicine? Like I just want some pain medicine. And they were like, we'll talk to you about that when you come back in here, blah 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 blah. So I was going on my way back to the room, like I felt the contractions coming back, and I like just immediately started crying, because like it was hurting like really bad. So yeah, I was in there, and I was bent over the bed, and I was crying, and the nurse had walked by, and she was like, are y'all monitoring her? Like, do y'all see like her? She's crying. Is she okay? And they were like, they finally was like, we're about to admit her, because like the contractions are coming and they're going. So the other nurse that came in there, she was like, okay, like we see that your contractions are like coming and going. We don't know what's wrong, so we're gonna admit you. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And she was like, and since I was like 39 weeks in a day. I was like 39 weeks in one day when I had got, when I had got admitted to the hospital. So yeah, she was like, since you're 39 weeks, like you can get induced now. Like, do you want to get induced? And I was like, yes, like induce me, please. So the epidural person that came in there, and he was talking to me like about getting the epidural and asking me, is that something that I wanted to do? And I was like, yeah, like I don't want to go through this pain no more. So he was like, okay, when they move you to your new room, like we're gonna start the epidural and whatever. So I sat in the old room, like the room that I was in when they first took me into the hospital. I sat in there for like another 30 minutes and I was in pain. I was crying. I was like, oh my God, I just hope they like hurry up. Then they finally came with a wheelchair and they were like, we're moving you to your room. Went down the hall. The room was huge, like beautiful. I think I posted on my social media like the view of the room and like the room, like how it looked at or whatever. So like some of you guys seen it, but like I'll insert a clip so y'all can see it. But the nurse was like, you know, you had his baby in the room. And I'm looking at her like, you're lying, like whatever. And like she was like, no, like seriously, you're in a famous person room. And I was like, I mean, I don't even watch football like that and I don't really care. But yeah, that's what she had told me. So like after that, the epidural man came back and he was like, it's better late than never. Do you want to get your epidural now? And I was like, I was thinking in my head, I wanted to record the room and like give y'all a room tour or whatever. But I got my epidural as soon as I went in there. So I was numb, paralyzed. I couldn't move. So sorry for you guys not being able to get that video. I know I should have had somebody else record while I was laying there, but I wasn't thinking. I was in pain. So yeah, that's why I didn't get like the room all the way. But I will insert some videos and some clips of the room. I do have some videos of the room to show y'all what the room looked like and how big it was. So after that, I got the epidural, whatever. I couldn't feel anything. The only part of the epidural that hurts is when they give you the numbing medicine to put the epidural inside of your back. Like I still have like a scar right there, like a bump, like from the epidural bit on my back. And then like you could feel the thing scraping your spine. It didn't feel nice, but after, when they put the medicine in there, it felt wonderful, like amazing. So yeah, after that, they was telling me all the things that I can get to help the baby come out, because I wasn't dilating. I was still at a 1 or a 2. I think I was at a 2. So they were like, we're gonna try the pill first. It was like this little bitty, like really, really small pill. It was like a half a pill, like a half a small pill. And she was like, take this and it should induce you. It should like get the process going. So I took that and they left me in there for like 5 hours. And they came back and I was still at a 2. So I'm like, bro, like we about to be in here forever. Like, and they were like, we don't know. Like, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's wrong. So after that, she was like, the next thing we're going to try is a balloon. So they waited a little longer to see if I was going to progress. I think that's the word, progress naturally, and then like start getting more dilated. And I didn't. So she came back in there and it was like this thing. It was like this. It looked like this at first. And they stick it in your hoo-ha and they fill it up with water. I couldn't feel it because I was like numb from the epidural, but yes, they stuck it in there and like you could just feel like the pressure of them like inserting it with water. It's really a balloon. It's like a 2-sided balloon. Like this side has a big old balloon and it's like small right here, and then this side has a big old balloon too. So they put that in there. All I felt was like pressure of the balloon filling up. So they waited another 6 hours and she came back and I had progress to 6 centimeters. And they took the balloon out or whatever, and she was like, okay, now we're gonna break your water, and it was like this long freaking thing, like long, like this long. It was freaking long, and it had like a hook on the end, and she stuck it in there, and like you could feel her like pulling, and then she finally broke my water. And she was like, this should help you, this should help you, this should help you get to 10 or get farther so we can get this baby out. So I'm laying there for another freaking 5 hours. Like, it was just like non-ending. Like, I was just like so ready. I was hungry. I couldn't eat nothing. Kept on giving me freaking ice chips. I would set the ice chips on the tray and wait till it melted just so I could drink water. Like, I couldn't have anything. Like, and they was eating in front of me. They had Wendy's and chips and everything. And I was like, I can't freaking eat. And y'all sitting up here teasing me. So anyways, kept on waiting. Like, we was in there for a total of 36 hours. 36 hours. I will show y'all the paper. We was in there for 36 hours waiting for him to come out. And then he finally, the nurse came back up in there and I was at like a 7. I was at a 7, and she was like, okay, now I'm about to flip him because like if he doesn't come soon, then it's gonna become dangerous for you and baby. So I'm gonna have to try to flip him. So she got his head and she twisted his head because he was like facing downwards. So she twisted his head so he could look upwards, and 20 minutes, I couldn't say, like a good 20 or 30 minutes went by, and like the pain, like the epidural wasn't working no more. And I knew like it was almost like it was time. And like my stomach, like my side of my stomach, like right here, it was just like hurting, like freaking hurting. Like it felt like somebody had stabbed me and was like twisting a knife. That pain, like that's the only pain that I actually, besides the pain right here that I kept on telling you about when I couldn't breathe, that pain and the pain of like him like finally sliding out was like, oh my God. So like she came back in there and she was like, we're gonna check you one more time and we're gonna see what it is. If it's not what it needs to be, then we have to go to something else, like a C-section or something. So I was like, oh my God, like please just like let him be like ready to come out. So she checked me again and she was like, are you ready to have a baby? And I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, she's like, you're at a 10. So like, we're finna get you start practicing pushing and we're gonna go from there. So all the nurses, like 2 nurses came in and like they started bringing like the table with all the like knives and scissors and all that stuff up in there, and I was like shaking. I was happy, but I was like nervous at the same time because it was my first time doing it. Like I didn't know what to expect. So they came in and I always heard a clip of me pushing or whatever. I don't really have the video of him coming out because I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't have the video of him coming out, which is why I haven't really made the birth vlog, because I've really showed y'all everything. I posted all the videos that y'all would see if I was to make a birth vlog, and I know y'all don't want to keep watching this stuff over and over again, even though I do post a lot of stuff over and over again. Pretty sure y'all don't want to see that over and over again. So I'm gonna insert a clip of me pushing right there.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, if I can. I'm gonna try. Okay, so yeah, they came in and he was like, some moms push for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and I was like, bro, I don't really wanna be in this much pain. Like I don't wanna be here for that much longer. I just want him out. So he was like, okay, if you do good, then we can get this baby out. So I started pushing. And he was like, you're doing good, you're doing good, you're doing good. And all you feel is pain. I don't know if everybody's the same, but my pain of him coming out was under my ribs. Like, I could not breathe. Like, in between pushes, I was like, and like, y'all will see in the video. So, like, I was pushing. I pushed for like 30 minutes, and he finally came out. But when he came out, he was not breathing. He was not with us. He was gone. So they put him on my chest and he was purple, like black purple. And I was like, oh my God, is he okay? Like I was trying to shake him. I was like, baby, wake up, you know, wake up. And he would not move. He was just like this. Like not breathing. His eyes was just like popped open, like wide. So they grabbed her, ejected him off my chest, and they hurried up and ran and put him in the little baby bed. And then like 6, 7 nurses came up in there, and like they was all like surrounding him, and they was putting tubes down his throat to suck out the water. They was pushing on his chest. They was like trying to make him like come back, and like he would just like throw a hand up in there and it'll go back down, and then like he would like try to take a breath. And I was like, oh my God, like I did not come this far to lose him. Like I did not. So I kept on asking the doctor. I was like, is he okay? Is he okay? Is he okay? And he was trying to keep me calm and trying to keep me from freaking out. So he's like, yeah, he's fine, like talk to me, like pay attention to me. And I'm like steady looking over there, and I'm like, yo, like he's not breathing, like he's not crying, like where's the cry? Like I'm steady asking him, like why is he not crying? Why is he not crying? Why is he not crying? He said, oh, he's okay, calm down, he's okay. And I'm like, no, like I want to hear him cry. And he finally just was like, and like he like came to. It was like 5 minutes after, and he finally like came. They brought him to life, I guess that's what you could say, because he wasn't breathing. So they brought him to life, and they came and set him on my chest. I will insert another video. They came and set him on my chest, and it was the best feeling ever. The best feeling ever. But yeah, sorry I was talking so fast. I was trying to get the video done so it won't be a long video of me just telling y'all what some of y'all already know, because half of the people that I follow already have babies. But yeah, that was my experience. And then after that, we was in that room for another hour. He waking up. We was in that room for another hour, and then they moved us to. He waking up. We was in that room for another hour, and then they moved us to our room where we were covered, and it was amazing. all in all, birth was amazing. I didn't really have any pains. Only complication after birth that I had was the epidural was taking longer than it should to wear off. On this side of my body, I could not move my leg. I could not walk by myself. I had to have people help me. I could not stand. I was like in bed. When I had to go to the restroom, he had to take me to the restroom. One leg was moving and the other one was dragging on the floor. I couldn't move this side of my body at all. When they first gave him to me, I held him for like 10 minutes. And then I was like, I'm too weak. Like, I couldn't hold him. I was weak. Like, I couldn't. I was falling asleep. I was tired. Like, that's the only thing I had to say. Like, birth is tiring. Very, very tiring. But yeah, other than that, birth was fine. My pregnancy was fine. Everything was good. Will I be having another child around this time? Heck no. No, 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 no. I do not want to go. I would love to replay his birth over and over every day, but to have physically carry another child for another 9 months right now, that's not something I would do. I'm not bashing no mom best and had a baby back to back, but I don't see how y'all be having them kids like that because baby, I could not do it. So yeah, other than that, birth was amazing. Amazing. Pregnancy, amazing. Want to have another kid right now? No. Is being a young mom hard? No. Only part that's hard is waking up at 1, 3, and 5, and 8, and 12 in the morning. Hard. I hate it. I hate waking up. I hate rolling out the bed. I literally lay there for a good 10 minutes and just listen to him cry before I actually get up and fix him a bottle because I'll be tired. It's tiring. If I didn't have to wake up during the night, it would be easy, but it's not hard. I wouldn't say it's like pull my hair out hard or cry to myself hard. It's nothing hard about taking care of a baby, in my point of view. It might be to other people and y'all might be looking at me like, this bitch dumb. Like, taking care of baby, I'm not about to have no baby right now, but it's not hard at all. Only part that's hard is waking up. Other than that, loving a baby, something that came out of you, is amazing. Caring for something that came out of you, amazing. Looking at something that looks almost identical to you, amazing. Being a mom, amazing. Like, I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but I would trade them hours any day. That's the hardest part, is waking up. What else? Financially, I'm kind of scared of where I am now. I mean, I can't work anyways because you gotta wait 6 weeks after you have a baby to start back working. I don't want to, but for my health, I'm gonna wait, and it gives me more time to bond with him. I don't want to just leave him. Oh my God, I'm about to go back to work. I don't want to just leave him like automatically like that. So financially, right now, I'm a little scared. I want to be financially stable. I want to be able to provide for my baby, even if he's not here. You know, I don't want to depend on no man, nobody to help me raise my baby. I've seen my sisters struggle, not bashing my sisters if y'all ever watch this, but I've seen people struggle with kids, and I'm not trying to be like that. I'm trying to get my baby whatever he needs, when he needs it, on time. Like, I don't want to call nobody and be like, hey, can you send me $20 for some diapers? I want to have it before he runs out of it. Like, I want to be financially stable with my child, which I'm pretty sure that's with anybody. They want to be able to provide for their child, but financially, I'm a little scared. Other than that, I mean, I'm not really scared of anything. Everything is amazing. I don't want to keep on rambling because some of y'all have told me, like, you take a long time to get through with the story. Well, I'm sorry. I be trying to fit a lot up in a video before it's like 30 minutes long. So yeah, thank you guys for y'all supports and for the people who do support me, and I love it. Never be scared to reach out to me. I'm always here to listen. If you want my number, you can have my number. We could talk. I'm a bad texter at times. If you're not talking about something frequently, I'm gonna take a long time to text back, but I love each and every one of y'all. Like, everybody that I follow on Instagram, I love y'all. Like, I don't care if I don't know you. I love everybody. I'm not a hater. I'm not a Oh, my friend just texted me. I'm not a hater. I'm not a basher. I'm not about to bash you. If you want to be something in life, like I said, I'm going to support you 100%. I don't care what you want to be.